Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Tier 8 British Tier 8 tank destroyer, the AT-15. Not a tank that you thought you'd possibly be seeing. Well, we had two nice games with AT-15 and I thought I'd show it off. What is it that's so good about the AT-15, or the reason I'm playing it, right? The reason I actually kind of enjoy it, weirdly, right? And it's pretty much because the gun is incredible and the DPM is absolutely nuts, right? 3.4 second reload is insane. It is so goddamn good. The downside to the tank is obviously just how goddamn slow it is. It is 20 kilometers an hour. Very, very slow. Kind of painful in that way because, well, if a game dies out very quickly, you don't really get to do much because it's just game over, to be honest. And that is a painful thing to it, just like it is with every other slow tank, to be honest. But if you get tanks just sit in front of you and they let this DPM and this gun work, it is nuts. Honestly, I think that's what I love so much about it. It's just how rapid fire the gun is and how people do underestimate you. Now, with the Death Star line getting a buff in the near future, like Pain God said on one of the streams recently, I imagine, because it would be a Tanks Reforged, it will be the Death Star line, right? And these AT series of tanks are getting buffed. Now, the Tortoise got buffed in the Tanks Reforged Blistering, I think it was. Or one of the other ones like that, anyway. And the Tortoise is now really, really good, because it may not have the speed, but it has better armour, and obviously that gun and DPM is insane on that tank too. But the rest of the line hasn't had any love, and I expect the AT-15 to get some love, and what I'm hoping for from it is an armour buff, and probably the top speed buff, like 23, 24, 25, something like that. Make it a little bit nicer to play in these games. It's not world-breakingly quicker, but, you know, it'd be nicer. And armour. Armour is a big thing for the AT-15 because the cupola is a troll, right? The cupola is a weak spot and it's, you know, fairly easy to pen for people. But they have to hit it in the right spot because it's also one of those that is a ricochet demon. And the fact is, if you hit it wrong angle, it will just ricochet, and that's annoying. And it is like that. But the actual hull armour itself, especially when you're facing tier 10s like I am now, I mean, I know I'm a tier 8, right? But even facing tier 9s, and some tier 8s when the... Well, there's a couple of tier 8s when they're firing premium. They tend to just go straight through the hull armour to the left and right of the gun. And that can be extremely frustrating for this tank, especially with how slow it is. It's a brawling tank destroyer. That's the whole point of it. It's a brawler. So it's to get up in people's faces, wreck them with this DPM, and just laugh. But it struggles to do that because, yeah, the hull armour tends to get wrecked when you get in those brawling situations. So, in terms of the crew that I run on this tank, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Trap Mechanic, Steady Aim, Run and Gun, Clutch Braking, and Smooth Ride. Clutch Braking and Smooth Ride because, well, this tank is slow, and to be able to get the track traverse better by like 7.5%, 8%, whatever it is, and then get the terrain resistances better on this tank, just making it quicker is just so nice. And it's exactly what you want to do for this tank, to be honest. You just want to make that mobility that little bit better. And like I said, the clutch braking is good for the tank because being able to traverse the tracks quicker helps you so much when you're facing light tanks that are really annoying and quick and try and get round you. Now, this game on highway is literally just how good this tank is when it takes a position and has a feast of tanks to shoot at and the ability to use this incredible gun with the incredible DPM. Because, I mean, before 6.0, the gun was incredibly accurate already. Obviously, make it better with with Run and Gun and with Steady Aim. So you're making it 10% better already with the Steady Aim, right? And then the Run and Gun just gives you the old Snakebite perk, makes it so that you're 10% more accurate when you're on the move. Which is nice. You might be thinking, well, you're a tank destroyer. You kind of want to be stationary, right? Well, no. Because this tank is so slow, you want to keep yourself moving. And there's a lot of times where, because you're slow, you want to keep progressing the game. You want to keep moving from cover to cover, right? And there's not always the opportunities to be able to stop and get the shot off. You need to keep yourself moving. Well, Run and Gun helps you in that situation because, well, you can just keep yourself moving and keep firing and hitting more accurately on the move all the time, which is why Run and Gun is so nice. Now, this first game is bottom tier, and we are facing quite a lot of tier 10s. We are actually, for the first time, moved from our position on that little hill that I like to go to. And we're just crawling towards this fast track. Randy said he's going to go and spot the TDs that are up on the 1-2, and I want to get in a position to be able to shoot them. Now, we're on 2k damage so far, which isn't world beating. It's not the best thing you've ever seen, but it's decent so far for a tier 10 game with the AT-15. We decided to use the great rate of fire there to destroy some destructible cover to be able to get some shots into this object 416. He ends up getting absolutely wrecked, that poor dude. And we're just going to keep moving, because we want to get up to a position to be able to shoot these TDs up there. There's a waffle in the E100 that gets spotted, and we're just going to try and get some shots in at him, but we've got only the tippy top of his turret to be able to shoot, trying to get that incredible accuracy to get those shots in. Unfortunately, we're missing. The artillery gets spotted, so I'm thinking, oh, can I get a shot at the RT? Nope, we can't quite get that. The Waffly 100 finally pops into a position where we can actually get shots at him, and we're just going to absolutely eviscerate him with the rate of fire here to get the kill, I hope. Yeah, we'll finish him off. 2.8k damage now. There's a TD left on our right. There's another TD somewhere as well. It's 268 version 5 that's on our right. The other TD is at J1, so we're not going to be able to get any shots at him. Hopefully we'll get some shots at this 268 version 5 though as he pops around the corner. He actually makes the decision to drive out in the open. I'm not sure what prompted this. I mean, I know he probably spotted the 2 TDs in our base, but that was just a suicide move for him, and we get to finish him off. And we finish the game with 3.2k damage. A nice total for the tank. We didn't really get shot at all that much, but that was just how good this tank is from that sort of stationary position where it's just got a plethora of tanks to shoot at. We finished with 4 kills, 3.2k damage, a Halona's medal, ace tanker, 1602 base XP, and we'll come top of the team. A nice game for the AT-15, like I say. It's one of those tanks that when it takes a position and it can just stay in that position and keep like training its gun onto people and getting all the shots off left, right and centre, it's fantastic because the DPM and the gun handling is just utterly fantastic. And that is actually a dream scenario of the AT-15, right? Is get to a position, don't really have to move very far, don't have to rely on the horrendous mobility, and get all the damage and laugh. And that's the AT-15. So anyway, now we're in the second game. We're probably going to drive for like 20 minutes. This is where I'd like to say thank you very much for 3,000 subscribers. We did finally crest 3,000 subscribers a couple of days ago. And I'd just like to say thank you so much to you all for subscribing. It means a lot to me that we get all these likes, interactions, and people watching the videos. I hope you enjoy them all the time. And it still blows my mind that I even got 1,000 subscribers. So thank you all so much for that. It means a lot. It really does. And yeah, hopefully we can get many more videos up and keep going. And as a thank you, I would like to run a giveaway, but it won't be in this video. It will be probably in a video closer to Christmas, further on, because the way Wargaming credit the tanks these days is that they will credit we have a spreadsheet. Basically, we put your names into the spreadsheet for the tanks that they're going to give away, and they'll credit them all as soon as they can at the start of next month. So rather than doing the giveaway now and then waiting a whole month for you to be able to get your prize, and then you've probably forgot about it, all that sort of stuff, I'll do it closer to then so that, you know, there's not as much time to wait for you to be able to get your tanks. So like I say, thank you all so much for 3,000 subscribers. It's absolutely incredible, and I love you all. Thank you very much. So, apart from the gushy stuff there, the second game, we're on Overlord, AT-15. Not the best matchmaking again. Tier 10. But we're going to make the most of it. We're on 1,200 damage, 645 assistance, and we're going to get here to get some shots down into the guys that are on the beach, because it's honestly the worst place you could have ever gone. Because it's so easy to farm. And we're just going to start ploughing shots into the side of this 705. We had the premium in because we weren't guaranteed to pen the 705 with AP. But we did have his side shots, which, you know, we probably could have actually penned with AP, to be perfectly honest. But I didn't want to take the chance, because obviously it's one of those things. You never really want to take the chance. It shows you just a little bit how long ago I actually probably had these games. It is NBA, which is something that we don't get anymore, thank God. And we are defending, so they have 2 attackers here. Now, my heavy tank over here is getting attacked by the T-54, and I'm like, right, okay, I'm going to help this Valor out. Hopefully this T-54 goes in, which he does. this is not what you want to do when there's an AT-15 looking at you, especially when you're not focusing the AT-15, because we can just blitz you. Now there's an SU-130PM. He ends up sitting still in front of us, so we aim for the tracks. We do track him in place. I'm trying to retrack him, because if I retrack him, this guy is screwed. But unfortunately, we can't quite get the shot in to track him. Luckily, he bounced on us, though. But like I say, that cupola can be a bit troll. We get the tracking shot in, but he goes straight through our lower plate. He didn't even hit the cupola this time. And that's what I mean by the AT-15 armor. It's just a little bit sad, because the armor to the left and right of the gun... Oh, artillery, that was a massive hit. Yeah, the armor to the left and right of the gun and the lower plate is just easily pennable by tanks, and it's so frustrating that that's a thing. I really hope that they do buff that, but we'll see. We get a shot into the upper plate there because we were shooting down at the 705. Finish him off. We've now got some shots into the mouse. He's turning to face us. It's like, no, this guy can finish us off. Luckily, we actually angle so much there that he manages to bounce. We have got premium rounds in, so I was thinking, can I pen the mouse's turret cheeks with these premium rounds? Yes, we can. We get the shot straight through his turret cheeks. And I'm just being careful because, well, I don't want to take the hit from the mouse. The mouse will finish us off. Now he's driving away. It's like, well, okay, I'll just finish off the icebreaker then. And I think, you know what, screw it. We're going for Mousy here. This is a big slab of hit points sitting in front of us. And if he just ignores us like he is right now, we can shred his hit points. And that's exactly what we were doing. But he gets finished off by the 268 version 5 and he's gone. Now there's only 2 tanks left. There's a heavy tank and a medium tank and the artillery. And I'm pretty sure the heavy tank was down here on the beach somewhere, so I'm just trying to move along, trying to see if I can spot him. But he's not on the beach. He's actually up above. I did think he was on the beach, but the tank that I must have thought of that was on this 2-line actually got destroyed. So we've got to, unfortunately, crawl back up this slope in the slow AT-15. Now, this game was before I put smooth ride and clutch braking on it, so you're not quite getting the benefit of the movement bonuses, but oh, it's just so slow. That is the problem with the AT series of tanks. That is the problem with the Death Star's line. It's just how slow they are, and with the power creep, really, to be honest, and the nullifying of their armor, they're just kind of sad at times. Although, like I say, the guns and the DPM of all of them is just, it's nuts, really, to be honest. And, well, it's what surprised me about when I was playing the AT-15. I don't know what possessed me to play it, but I just played it and was just like, oh my god, I've got a 3.4 second reload. Boost it with food, 3.3 second reload. Oh my god. And you get in front of people and you're just going shred, 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 damage, 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 damage. And you're like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. And you get that thrill of just wrecking people in a tank that's not that particularly that good. So anyway, we finished the game with the victory. 5 kills, 5.2k damage in a tier 10 game. 645 assistance, ace tanker, high caliber, sniper medal, 2.3k base XP in the AT-15. A tank that's honestly not that great, but the DPM absolutely shreds. Can be painful to play because of how slow it is, but well, you've just seen how mad it is when it wrecks people. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for 3,000 subscribers. I'll see you next time.
A great success!